Hey everybody, Victor here from the Nerdy Tribunal with our latest nerdy update, Comic Con edition. So this weekend we saw quite a bit in comic book news, a lot of cool new things, a lot of reveals. So for this one we're going to be talking mainly about DC and what they brought to Comic Con. First thing we're going to talk about is DC's TV series. A lot of renewals and a lot of reveals. So they are renewing Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, and Arrow, with one new series coming to TV soon, which is Black Lightning. They did reveal a lot of new trailers. They didn't really show very much, but just to kind of build upon the whole DC TV universe. So next up is the movies in the DCEU. First, we're going to talk about the Aquaman teaser that they shown at Comic-Con. So from what we hear, it's very, very brief. Not too much talking. They did reveal a fleet to go against Aquaman. They didn't really talk about it during the teaser, but Jason Momoa did mention afterwards that the fleet did belong to Ocean Master, his brother in the comics. So we're going to see a little bit of a conflict that way. He did mention that it wasn't Black Manta's, so I'm not sure if he's going to play a smaller part or a smaller villain, but we'll have to wait and see when more news comes out for Aquaman. So next up, they basically confirmed a whole bunch of movies that they kind of mentioned and talked about. So we know that Suicide Squad 2 is confirmed for sure. BatGirl, which is being directed by Whedon, is confirmed for sure. We know that Matt Reeves' Batman film is going to be called The Batman, and he's currently working on that with Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck did come out during Comic-Con to say that he isn't going anywhere. He is going to be the Batman for at least the next few movies. So we don't know how contracts are, but we know that he is going to be the Batman in the Batman movie and in Justice League for sure. Wonder Woman 2 was confirmed as well. Not much news about it, but it is confirmed to be a title in the coming DCEU. One of the bigger reveals was The Flash, actually. They did reveal the name of the new Flash movie, which is going to be Flashpoint, which is going to be huge because a lot of people love the whole Flashpoint storyline. It was done in the comics. They did an animated movie about it. For those that don't know, Flashpoint is basically the Flash going back in time to change something, which entirely messes up the DC universe. One of the major things that changes with the Flash going back in time was that instead of Thomas Wayne getting killed, it is Martha and Bruce that gets killed, and Thomas Wayne becomes the Batman. So this brings back who played Thomas Wayne in Batman vs Superman, which was Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He was at Comic-Con, so kind of putting one and one together, I do see him coming back as Thomas Wayne and maybe even portraying the Flashpoint version of Batman, which will be very, very interesting. There was a few mentions of the Green Lantern movie. We know for sure that Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan will be part of the Green Lantern Corps movie. No mention of whether or not Ryan Reynolds will be coming back to portray his role. There was also no mention of Kyle Rayner, one of the more prominent members of the Green Lantern Corps. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen with that. They also did mention Justice League Dark. They did an animated version of this recently. It's a lot more of the dark and mystic DC heroes coming together with Batman. So we don't know if exactly it's going to be the same as the comics or the animated movie, but I am assuming that Constantine will become a major part of this. Maybe even Dr. Fate. We don't know yet, but we'll have to wait. So the major reveal for DC at Comic-Con was that 4-minute Justice League trailer, which kind of shocked me because I wasn't expecting very much from the trailer, but this 4-minute trailer did show quite a bit. I saw a lot of good action. It did reveal, kind of revealed the villain, which we kind of know it's going to be Steppenwolf. We don't know his motives yet because they didn't really talk about it in the trailer. They kind of just showed him going around causing ruckus and chaos. We do know that he's probably after the mother boxes. And from what we can tell, 3 mother boxes are part of the DCEU. We know one is basically bonded with Victor Stone to become Cyborg. We see in the trailer that Themyscira has one guarded by Wonder Woman's mother. And we assume the last one is with Aquaman in Atlantis. So that's kind of the major breakdowns of DC's panel at Comic-Con this year. A lot of great reveals, a lot of things that we wish they did, but there wasn't too much news going on. But it's good to see that a lot of the movies are moving in the right direction. It's becoming more and more cohesive, which is great to see. Great for comic book fans out there. So what do you think? Do you think DC had a pretty good Comic-Con? Do you think that DC did better than Marvel this year? Leave your comments. Let us know what you think. And until next time.